Can we explain more about the importance of Falco lasers in general? Yeah, sure. So Falco, I don't have a thing about lasers yet. So if you look at where Falco's lasers are often going, his lasers go right in front of him. They take like quite a while to come out, but as he lands, he gets to move quickly. Like he can dash right away after landing. He has a couple frames of special landing, but that's not so much. So this laser, like you can never shoot diagonal lasers. You can never shoot lasers directly above you unless you're doing a throw or something. So you can do a lot of different lasers. So you can do lasers like this. You can do lasers like this. You can do lasers like this, right? So you can do, let's see if I can get a lower one. Try not to fast fall it. So that's a really low one, right? You can do all kinds of lasers, right? So there's two there. High, low. Higher, lower. Right, so there's all kinds of lasers you can do to cover different heights. But at the end of the day, the fact remains it can only be in front of you. So you can do all kinds of mix-ups, but the laser only sits in front of you. And because the laser only sits in front of you, people know how to deal with it, right? They can either go over it if it's lower. They can go under, if it's like this high, they can go under it, right? They could, if they want to just dodge it entirely, they can get on a platform. They can go to edge. And then there's other things they can do if they want to just deal with it directly. But some people just you have to remember that laser, because it's like this, people are going to play around the fact that it takes a while to come out. They're going to play around the fact that Falco, because it's only out for a certain period of time, he might want to chase it down, have the frame advantage. So you might be able to punish, they might be able to like if Doc, let's see, where can I push you? God dang it. So if Doc's like here, I'll be like this, and then I laser and I approach, right? Doc can take the laser and if he's shielding and then back air out of shield, beat my nair out because I'm too far away. But now if I'm here, Doc really can't do that. So I'd be too close to punish him. So spacing is going to determine whether you can take advantage of certain things, and then percent can matter. How the player is playing can matter, right? So I can give you an overview of laser comes forward in front of him. There are things Falco wants to do to take advantage of it. There are things the opponent wants to do, and that's the bare basics of it. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, we got Falco Sheik coming out on Dreamland. Sheik going to be able to avoid our lasers and punishes pretty well. I have not been able to get the strongest punishes out. I've been a little bit preemptive with a lot of my shines. That's going to be a stock coming out for us. Now, we don't want to be doing a nair too much against Sheik. Unless it's right there. So this Sheik player seems to be holding shield a lot. So I think we're just going to try and punish that a little more. So there, you see how I was waiting a little bit? Oh, there they did let go. Oh, that was good by them. They didn't just hold edge. Now, Sheik has a little bit of a hard time going to edge, so it's always a bit of a mix-up if you're going to go there and mess her up or not. And I just want to make them a little uncertain if I was going to go to edge or not. They might have just messed up their angle. They might have been perfectly fine with what happened there. Caught me jumping. That is perfectly okay. I think they wanted to grab. Drifted right away. And of course, we are just going to wait out because Sheik, we have to wait a little bit because she can land and threaten us right away. And Sheik has such, so there's a forward tilt coming out, kind of like what I was talking about. So that's probably another F tilt that we wanted to do. I wanted a forward smash. That's perfectly fine. You can see their Alms attack coming out. We're just going to go for our down tilt. They're going to DI that really well. We're going to get some laser damage tacked on. Oh my. We're just going to up smash now because it doesn't really matter. They've done a lot of teching, and that's going to be the end of the match for them. So as you guys can kind of see, I'm always trying to pressure them when they're coming out of landing, but I can't go right away because F-tilt can come out in time. They have moves that have low landing, and they have other things that come out very quickly. So there you see, I can't punish directly because the back air is out. Forward smashing the way they're going to roll can be a great way to get a kill. Because they're going to be holding that way sometimes. They don't have to. And we're just going to kind of trip up their recovery right there. It's just some stuff by the edge, see if they're going to go for the tech or not. You notice we're changing up our laser timing, so we're not always just shooting right away when we could. We haven't done any grabs on Sheik yet, so we're going to try and mix some of that in now. Sheik was holding the edge for a little bit, and there is some vulnerability on the startup of up B, so we're just going to go ahead and pressure out now. Notice we're trying to catch Sheik jumping as much as possible. Whoop, messed up there. I'm gonna try and move away this time. And see, that's what I was talking about. They can just attack right away out of lag. Put them back on the platform, put them on the ground. And then because they tech, they cannot tech again, so we're just going to be able to follow them from there. Now that stage is very awkward for Sheik because Sheik... the platforms can mess up Sheik's short hop a lot, so we're able to really pressure her a lot. But you could see what they were doing. They were always full hopping above the laser. They didn't want to play the laser mix-up on the ground, but the laser mix-up on the ground can be fine for Sheik. However, you saw that what happened is a basic kind of issue for Falco in the matchup. Sheik can change her fastfall, and then also change if she wants to back air. Sheik pulls her body up to put the leg out, or forward air. Sheik is going to come down with a forward air, and then Falco's not going to get a guaranteed punish unless he commits pretty early with his nair. It's going to be easy for Sheik to pull back or double jump away there. So it's a very awkward kind of mix-up that the two have to play together, and Falco often has to wait. Sheik can easily put out a move and then shield Falco's follow-up move. In most other characters, they put out a move and Falco knows they're going to put out a move. He can come in with a dare and try and pressure them, or at least get close to them and pressure them with laser. With Sheik, that's not the case because she can put out the F-tilt. You saw that a couple times coming out from the Sheik player. And they were good about not spamming it, right? So they only did it a few times, but the times they did it, it was at a good spacing and it was able to connect. You also saw that they were dash attacking a lot, so I started giving them more space early on as well. So with Dreamland, there was a lot of space. Combos were getting broken a little bit more, but on Fountain of Dreams, every time they wanted to go up high in the air to break combos, since Shine Downer doesn't combo that great, especially with good SDI, what I had to do is start catching them out of the air with back air. And so that's kind of what I started doing, and then I was able to chase them down much easier on Fountain of Dreams because there's nowhere for them to go. The platforms are low, they're not very long, the stage itself is not very big, and so you're able to chase them down much easier on Fountain of Dreams. It makes the punish game much simpler for both parties on that stage. Now on Dreamland, it's going to make things a little simpler for Sheik punish-wise as long as she's tech chasing, but even with the platforms, it's going to be hard for Falco to slide off on them anyway, so it can really help Sheik a lot in that regard. We didn't see a lot of needle play coming out from the Sheik, but we did see I had to respect her a lot when she was on a platform. So what I would be doing is I would be trying to space my lasers, or I'd be trying to space it back here at a certain time. Let Sheik sit and shield and let the shield wear down so that Sheik has to feel they have to make a decision, and then at that point I can come in and start pressuring them or hit them right when they make a decision. And yeah, so you also saw that I was doing a bit of down air tech chasing at mid percents, which is a great way to get them to get tech locked out, so I can then do a smash and get the kill. You saw I tripped them up with a forward smash on their tech roll, and you also saw a little bit of how Sheik can be vulnerable at the beginning of their B, and you can punish them on that as well. So there's a little bit of edge guarding, a little bit of punish, and then we also talked about, you know, the main strategy for neutral. We also talked about bringing grabs back in a little bit too. I almost forgot to mention that. So if you're bringing your grabs in, then Sheik has to start saying, okay, well, if you're close and I can't shield so easily, you have to start spot dodging or rolling a little more. So we started to try and punish that as well, make Sheik a little bit antsy there too. Now if our edge guard was a little bit stronger, Sheik would have been more antsy in terms of shielding by the edge, but we didn't quite get that down as well as we could have. But anyway, GG's to our opponent. Hopefully you guys thought that Falco Sheik match was interesting.